Sound design can be difficult, but with this synth, you don't need to know sound design at all to get the most out of it. All you need to do is turn one knob to make an endless supply of lush pads, leads, atmospheres, and even bass sounds. This is PolyScape Nova. It uses vector synthesis, which means it blends multiple sources of audio together to create an array of sounds, and it's a lot of fun. Basically, all you have to do is choose a preset, click the symbol in the middle, and move it back and forth to blend the 5 different sound engines. You can also go into each of the individual sound engines, change the volume and some different settings, but we'll get to that a little bit later in the video. Basically, lush sounds that are a bit more complex sounding, but are sometimes hard to make. This synth makes it really easy to make those sounds, and it also works well for deep music like deep house, deep progressive, organic house, or even trance. Let's jump into the synth overview. I was going to show you how you can use this to the fullest by swapping out the different sound engines as well as using the filters and effects inside of PolyScape Nova. PolyScape has some great presets, some of which you just heard, but I want to show you how you can go into the synth and change the settings to fit your style a little bit better, and so you can understand what's actually happening. Again, you don't need much sound design knowledge for this. The settings are easily mapped out for you, and they're really easy to use. So first I have this strings attached preset. It sounds like this. The way the synth works is by blending in 5 different audio engines. First, we have the sub, and then we have A, B, C, and D, which are labeled here, A, B, and C, D. So when I pull to the left, we are blending more of the A, B audio engines, these two right here. And when I pull more to the right, we are reintroducing and then adding more of the C, D until all the way over when we don't hear the A and B anymore. You can also change the individual volumes of these sound engines here. And then if I want to change the different engines, I can click in these modules here. So first on A, we have stringer. We can swap this out for a different audio sample in the engine up here, but I'm going to stick with stringer. So I want to hear what that sounds like on its own. I can just turn down everything else and press the notes. So now I'm just hearing this stringer sound engine. I can go into the engine itself, and it's like a little mini synthesizer in here. There's some filtering you can change, panning, volume, tuning. Inside each individual audio engine, you can manipulate things with these simple to use tools that make it just sound much more interesting and blend all the sounds together. The dimension, the phaser, the delays, the lusher, and there's some awesome extra effects you can add. Let me show you what they do. I'll push my dimension up. There's a saturation. This one sounds really cool. It's the phaser. Sometimes it works a lot more on other sounds as well. And then we have this harmonic delay, which adds a lot of lush delay signals repeating. And then I have, well, this thing called lusher, which makes it sound really lush as well. Lastly, I have this wow, which is exactly, again, what it does. It just makes it sound really cool. changes the pitch, adds like a chorus effect to it, and then I have tone, which is softening or hardening the tone as well. And this you can do 4 times. You can do this with A, B, C, and D, and you can make an endless supply of different sounds by changing the volume and blending them in differently. So I can go in now and I can adjust these. And you can use these little dials down here as well to add more lushness. So you can see I can change the lusher, it changes that knob, delay, volume, and if I want to add some low end, I can add my sub between triangle and rectangle. Lastly, I have device effects here, which is really nice. I can add in more delay over the whole sound, some filtering, some density with the lusher. I can add in some extra reverb. Lastly, in the master section here, I have some filtering. Like a low pass and a high pass filter, some EQ, a compressor to glue it all together. And then I have this smart random module, which is really cool because you can choose the sounds, the attack, decay, sustain, and release settings, the delay, texture, and reverb, and you can click on any of these and it's going to completely randomize the setting. So again, just endless possibilities. So I'm just gonna do it all. Sounds, ADSR. That's cool. Let's try it one more time. I like that a lot. Let's go to delay, texture, reverb. All. Try it again until we get something that we like. That sounds really cool, actually. So it went in, it changed everything. It changed the different sounds here, the different settings, and the different reverb, delays, textures, everything. And now I can create this into my own sound. I can save this as a preset if I want. So I really like the synth, and I actually used it in one of my tracks. Check this out. If you want to download PolyScape Nova or the project file for this video, the links are in the description below. If you want to check out Karanyi Sounds' other products, click this video right here, or check this video right here, which YouTube thinks you'll like based on your algorithm.